Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Living Shadow Tarot. How bees ya? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing swell. Scorpio, this is going to be your dream reading. Now, I do want to let you all know that you do not have to have a Scorpio sun for this. This is just for the Scorpio energy. Ooh, we have Firefly illuminating something. I like this. Ooh, and the otter. Some playfulness involved. Okay. Gonna have some fun. Now, if you are not aware, there is a Scorpio new moon and a Pluto retrograde at the beginning of the week. So, I hope you're ready for that. I thought I need to make some arrangements. Oh, for real though. That's a very good thing. Oh, and we have the swan. So very creative right now. Playful, creative, and I believe I'm going to relook up the Firefly. Oh, and the Peacock's at the bottom. Peacock. Some of it's up too. I haven't heard that song in a really long time. We got the otter, which I know is playfulness and being fun. Get to this Firefly. That's what I'm interested in. Look, is that you know I love the fire. I don't even know why. Maybe because I don't have that much in my chart, so it's like I find it so like weird. I find fire signs to be weird in general, to be honest. Because I'm like, I don't get y'all. Y'all just fuck up your own lives for the sake of not wanting to admit that you fuck up your own lives. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I just don't get that. Okay, so the Peacock that was at the bottom of the deck is about inner beauty, compassion, a simulator of anything. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. Okay. So if you don't feel like this, right? Or if you don't, let me put it to you this way. If you don't feel like, because this did come up in reverse, so if you don't feel like this energy is showing up in your life like this, okay, this may be what Spirit may be asking me to do. Because let me see here. Yep, this was the only card. Look, the rest of these are going to be, oh, for the most part. Yeah. This was the only one that was turned the wrong way. So, you may not, it's like you want to maybe have your outer, it's like, we're in the age now, or we're going to the age, whatever, you know, however you want to change the time frame, whatever you got going on, okay, whatever time frame you win. All I know is the energy is about, letting your inner beauty shine. So, I know there's a lot of people out there, and I'm not trying to put no fingers on nobody in particular, but what I'm saying is that there's a lot of people out there in the universe who rely a lot on external beauty. That's not the meal ticket no more. Okay, the external beauty is not the meal ticket no more. If you got a terrible heart on the inside, then you're just gonna be looking riding on the outside to everybody that comes along your path. If you're gonna be riding on the inside, you're gonna look riding on the outside to everybody. That's just what it is. Okay, people are seeing with spiritual eyes. People are not seeing. People are seeing past facades. People are seeing past masks. So, if this is one of those things where it's like it's about getting your inner beauty together. Like the outer beauty thing is not the attractive force that you think it is. The attractive force comes from the mind. The body is just an extension of that, right? So again, and I'm getting this is someone who it doesn't necessarily have to be your body. It could be something else. I just know a lot of people use their body for this particular type of thing. That's why I'm using that example. But this could be money. This could be basically, and this is like a Gemini energy where it looks good on the outside, but on the inside there may be some kind of who wants that? Inspired and fantastic yet fleeting, the firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the firefly card indicates a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if we do not catch it. So, you may have a lot of creativity, and it may be fun for you to be creative, but it's like you may also be so focused on trying to look a certain way that you keep missing your ideas or keep messing yourself up because you want to look a certain way or you want your creative. It's like, it's like if you want to okay, so I'm gonna just use this as an example. I don't know if this is what you're doing or not or whatever else you got going on in your life. Okay, if you're drawing, painting, if you're trying to like do something, right, and it's like to the point where you you've thrown away like entire notebooks of drawings or whatever because you didn't like how you drew like one thing and you couldn't like fix it, or it's like overthinking, but it's like it's like either you overthink or you don't want to think about anything at all. It's like, yeah, Two of Swords. That was the card that flew out. So it's like on the one sword is overthinking. The other sword is like you want to have fun and be playful and creative, but you overthink yourself and then you don't even want to see the issue here with this Two of Swords. This is about not seeing something, not communicating something as well. It's also about choices. So you may not, you may be overthinking about should you do this or this, that, or you may not even want to get started with something. We have the Ten of Cups here for your dream world. So this is waking world. Waking world, you're kind of blind out there. Dream world, you're looking for emotional fulfillment. You're looking for something that's going to make you happy, right? And I'm catching it's probably because you're not able to, like, you may be looking for this, or dreaming about this, or dreaming about, like, finding the love of your life, or this type of thing, right? We got the King of Cups here, Father of Cups. Whoa, okay. That never happened before. The deck was like the deck's like started by itself. Okay. So we got the King of Cups here. For your emotions, so you're emotional and you don't want to show it. Who got time? The King of Cups is supposed to be emotional control, but right now I'm getting you're not in emotional control because you're trying to be blind and overthink in the 3D, and then as you go to sleep, you want like this love thing. This could be just being in love energy, or this could just be emotional fulfillment. I'm really getting it's like you want some form of emotional control as well, some form of emotional understanding. Yeah. I mean, but if you got this Two of Swords, you're looking in all the wrong places for emotional understanding because you're looking with your mind. That's Swords is the mind. You can't look for emotional control with your mind. Oh, look at here. This is what you're looking for right there. The King and Queen of Cups. You're looking for nurturing. You're looking for someone who's nurturing. You're looking for nurturing. Unconditional love, that type of energy. But again, you're walking around blind. So in your dreams, it's like you can dream about your life being however you want it to be, right? You may have some form of deep control over your dreams. But you don't, when you wake up, the fantasy's kind of over, and then you don't like do the things like you start overthinking. How do I get to the fantasy without doing anything to get to the fantasy? Not necessarily like in that order, but it's like you like they give you things and then you miss them because you're trying to play around or trying to play a game or something. I don't know who this is for. This is something deep in here. Oh yeah, Five of Swords. Oh wow. Oh, wow. So your foundation is lying to yourself. Your foundation is a bed of lies. That's what this Five of Swords is saying. This is your foundation spot. Your foundation is a bed of lies. You were, it's like you're dishonest at the core. That's fucked up, yo. Got the Emperor, the Justice, the Ace of Cups, the Tower, the World, and the Four of Pentacles. I think this kind of tells the rest of the reading here. Emperor, Justice, Ace of Cups. So this is about a love situation or about love. You could be realizing that you don't get fair, like you're not fair in love. And there's a tower here to change your worldview to have you let go of that with this Four of Pentacles. This could also be you having a time when realizing how much you don't love yourself or how much your self-love has been a lie. Ooh, that's deep. And I'm saying that because it's like, again, I was saying with this Peacock thing, with it's like you're seeing that inside. So I don't want to say it's going to be triggering. You're seeing how ugly the inside is. And it's funny because it's like you may have relied on the outside looking good. Whoever this person is, you may have relied on the outside looking good, but that's not working for you because people, especially now, it's like, and as we get older and older and older, because people get older, they don't, the looks aren't going to be the thing. This is. I mean, I could be reading for a narcissist here. That could be. I hope not, but I could be. The Hangman and the Six of Pentacles. So this is what's blocking you. You do not want to come off your high horse, or you do not want to. You don't want to give equally, or you don't want to do things on the 3D level. You don't want to humble yourself, and you're lying to yourself. Okay, so there's that. I mean, I would say, like, I'm doing this reading. I'm doing this reading, and I'm just getting a big air of you may not want to listen. That's why, I mean, the tower, to me, I'm at the point now, we're doing this. It's been how many months now of me doing readings? And, I mean, I did them before I got on YouTube, but now on YouTube, and I've been doing a whole bunch, like, I feel like once the tower hits, it's like I'm almost at the point now where once I see the tower, I'm like, okay, so this may not even be a reading for the actual person anymore. This may be for the people involved, because if they've gotten to the point where this tower came along, then they already know what they had to do and they already fucked up. This is the tower and the world. Like, if this ain't a karma delivery, I don't know what is. If this isn't the end of the cycle, I don't know what is. Like, this is the end of something here, right? And whatever it is you're hanging on to, that's the end of it. Like, that's just the end of it. And it could just be, with this Ace of Cups and this Justice here, it could just be how you view love, or your approach to love, your approach to, this could also be your approach to self-love, which is probably kind of toxic as well, because if you're lying to yourself as your foundation, I'm sure whatever you're telling yourself that's lies is pretty freaking toxic. I mean, if you gotta lie to yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, this Peacock is just, Go listen to, I'm gonna put that in the description for this one. Katy Perry, Peacock. Because that song keeps popping up in my head, like, I don't know if that's like something you listen to. She is a Scorpio, so I don't think this is her. I don't know. Could be out there. Probably not. We have the Crone. This is very psychic ability. We have the Hunter that came out earlier. Okay. We have the Castle, Genosis, and the Shapeshifter. Okay. So you intuitively, so this is probably your problem here, is that you know what other people want with this Crone and this Shapeshifter, right? You know what this other people want, and you can you can kind of become what other people want you to be, but you fool yourself at the end of the game, at the end of the day, because if you're not being who you want to be, then there's no way that you're going to be happy, because you're being, it's like, oh, I know this person's going to want this, 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 and this, so I'm going to just do this, and then they're going to blah, 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 whatever, may fall in love with you, this, that, but it's like, nah, because They're not going to fall in love with you. They're going to fall in love with the shape that you shifted into because you weren't being yourself. I mean, I'm gonna have to get the book for the castle and the. I know Genosis, but I like to read it too because I feel like there's gonna be something in there for that. And you really must be in your thoughts about something because my Mercury, my cat, is been like down here for like the last hour. He doesn't even come down here when I do these anymore. Usually my other cats do. He usually just like stays away. I don't know what he does. He lives his own life apparently. I don't know. I see him when he wants to be seen. That's the way the cat operates. They're seen when they want to be seen. The palace, the penthouse, the fortress. It's no wonder fairy tales tell of sleeping princesses within the castle walls. Like most archetypes, the castle is loaded with duality. It represents abundant riches, seductive fantasy, ordinate wonders, and lavish adornments. Yet the walls are thick, cold, and shadowy. This card points to a tendency to hold on to possessions, quite possibly literally a home, or a position that projects the image of achievement, while the soul longs for the barefoot run of the forest, leaving it all behind. At times we must settle down, yet the castle lulls us with the spell of materialism, and we fall asleep in our deepest dreams. The castle can be a motivating force, an enchanting goal to travel toward, but it is not best to linger within its walls of decadent deception for too long. So, and it says in light and in dark. So let me see. When this is balanced out, when you're doing the things you're supposed to be doing, right? It's like visiting your throne of power. When it shows up, and I'm getting in this particular context, in the dark side, it is darkness, depression, spells, and walls, right? So, and again, and they gave me the Tower of Babel. If you don't know about the Tower of Babel is about communications, different types of communications, various different languages, things like that. Body language, subconscious mental thought is a language, like things like that. So if your foundation is mentally lying to yourself, so here's the thing, like if this is your foundation, right, where you're just gonna keep lying to yourself, which I hope you don't do, but I'm just saying that's what pops up here. So you may never see the truth because you're just going to keep lying to yourself, right? You may never see what's available to you, what's out there for you, and you may never catch all your blessings because you're too busy lying to yourself about things. Especially if you're lying to yourself about these emotions, because all these things popped out is a real like emotional thing that you're trying to think about very logically. Because again, when it comes to you doing something, there's swords. Let me go to the hunter. Hunter. The seeker, the pursuer, the predator. The hunter hunts. They are on a precise mission with an aim to return home empty-handed would be to fail, which is not an option. Yeah. You know what else is about this? This is the horse, right? The horse is stubborn as hell. This is probably you. I'm just saying. Scorpios, as fixed signs, we can be stubborn as hell. I'm just saying it. And it could be one of these things where I'm also getting, especially with this Emperor and this Justice, you may not want to admit that your approach is wrong. You're trying to control something and you don't want to admit that your approach is wrong, or you don't want to admit that because with this hunter card, I'm really getting this like, okay, so you have a way in which you do things, you hunt, whatever, blah, 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 right? The thing about a hunter is that you got to know who and what you're hunting and how to hunt it, right? You can't hunt a rabbit the same way you hunt a grizzly bear. They're two completely separate things. They have two separate approaches. So if you approach everything with the same way, lying to yourself, thinking that you can do whatever the same exact way, and it's not going to be any type of issues or get the same exact result, especially if you don't even like the result that you've been getting, which is a whole other issue in itself. If you don't like the result you've been getting, then why are you going to keep doing the same thing you've been doing? If you don't like the result you've been getting, but you don't keep doing the same thing that gets you with the same fucked up result, that just doesn't make sense. But You know, that's insanity right there. Albert Einstein doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result is the definition of insanity. Look that one up. That is a whole quote. You can find that anywhere. Okay? But there's no pinnacles. There's no strategy. You gotta, you're that's what's the blocking you. Is that you're not seeing that there's you got to have strategy. You got to like you got to be smart about what you give to, in a sense. Smart about what you give to, smart about what you give your energy to, smart about what you give your time to, smart about what you are planning and how you plan things. Because you lie to yourself a lot. Because I keep getting drawn back to this Five of Swords in this position. I'm getting you really lie to yourselves a lot. Okay? I don't know about what or for what. I'm definitely getting with this Ace of Cups and all these other cups. You could be lying to yourself about your emotions a lot for whatever reason. I don't know. Like, I don't feel like it does you any good to lie about your emotions personally, but that's just me. I mean, hey, if you hear clearly, I must say something right, or you know, if you're still watching here if for a while, if you've been watching for a while, clearly I must be, you know, got something right coming out. So my thing is this: if you come at love in a manipulative fashion, you're gonna get a manipulative response, right? Like if you come at love with a pure fashion, you might still get a manipulative response, but spirit will protect you if you came at a pure fashion. If you come in a manipulative fashion, then spirit's like, oh well, then fuck you. You gonna get some karma, justice. You know what I mean? That's just what that is. We have gnosis, innermost knowing, mystic truths. True knowledge is not found in facts and figures in scholarly books on library shelves. Rather, gnosis points to the deep and timeless architectural wisdom that rises from the felt experience of having touched the unknown with every one of the senses, right? So again, with this crone, this is psychic. This is knowing. But if you are going to lie to yourself about your knowledge, or if you're going to not embody the knowledge that you already have inside, then don't expect for something to go your way. Because I'm really kind of getting that someone here is like expecting something, or it's like really upset because something isn't happening. This Two of Swords. Like there's a decision. It's like something you're thinking about. It's like you're upset that it's not happening, but it's not happening because you're trying to manipulate it. Especially instead of just like being honest and making effort. That's really what this is. This is refusing to make effort. I mean, okay, whatever. Yeah, okay, so no matter how far the alchemists take their studies, they come to an ultimate conclusion that facts slip toward mystery, and soon the mystery results in facts. Right? There's not like a fact is like just common knowledge. It's not necessarily like end all be all, right? I find that in life, the only things that we know to be the truth, or the things that spirit deems as the truth, or the things that the higher power deems as the truth, you can't decide the truth. So you may be thinking that you're telling yourself the truth, and spirit is telling you no, and you're like, yeah, I am, and it's like, if spirit tells you no, then that's just no. That's it. There's no, yeah, I'm telling myself the truth. There's no arguing with all of this stuff, right? Because that's how you get to the tower, and this world card. This, I mean, I'm not gonna say this is not. I mean, it's for the highest good, but it's something you probably don't want to sit through. Okay, so Scorpio. Mm-hmm. I do want to thank you all for watching. Please like this video if you liked the video. Leave a comment in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you want more readings like this. I do have lots of series on this channel, so go check out my playlist section. I have things for your Lilith, things for more dream readings. I have your monthly building readings, I guess. So the last one I did for April was the spring cleaning reading. So what are we getting ready for spring? I do transits. Um, if you, yeah, I believe I mentioned this earlier in the video, but if you, either whatever, Scorpio new moon is coming up, so that's gonna be a big thing. Also, next month there's an eclipse, so be prepared for that. Um, and Pluto retrograde. So Pluto rules Scorpio. So if you are watching this and you're inquiring about Scorpio energy for yourself, someone else, whatever, that Pluto retrograde and the Scorpio new moon. So watch out for those things. If you have Scorpio anywhere in your chart, um, it may be just a moment for you. I mean, it's going to treat everybody a little bit different. So. But yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Have a great day. Namaste. Love you. Bye.